I don't know if it's
Demo, sweetheart, I just didn't want to interrupt you, but I would say just finish the story, sweetheart. It's a beautiful
it's
one.
it's already gone, the
It's
story.
it's
It's
already
finished
gone.
already.
Yeah,
It's
yeah, yeah.
finished.
Like with the but with you beautiful, like with 11 telling this to your father and your father reacting like I have no fucking clue what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah, I think he was overwhelmed with a 11-year-old daughter. He was
Totally,
super over and yeah, he
totally,
could not deal with it.
totally,
But
totally.
yeah, I don't know. And I felt like, how you feel in that age. Yeah, you don't, you feel not seen by these older people that are parents, teachers. So I never
Yes,
felt
yes,
understood or what you need in that age. So I
yes,
think,
beautiful. And I think a lot of children would know what you say, And then with 14 in a way, play it out differently.
yeah, yeah, everyone.
Yeah,
But yeah,
absolutely.
but still, and I think like, yeah, here I am.
Yeah,
Still,
here
despite
I am.
everything, or maybe because everything, or
In
whatever.
spite,
But it was,
absolutely, in
it was
spite of everything,
just was the way how to bloom. Yeah, like with all of these things, and yeah,
beautiful, beautiful. That's it. Like, yeah, what to say? This is what I mean with love, just amazing, amazing how it plays. Like, it's a beautiful love story the whole time. And this is including also the war, the fight,
yeah, yeah,
the suicidal thoughts. It's everything already included in an unbelievable way, like an amazing dance. And I mean, I
yeah,
don't, I don't want to miss anything. It's
yeah.
just like,
Yeah. I remember when these thoughts about this awareness about that I could kill myself came up. Then um, I was grew up in a Catholic culture here in Germany, so there was nothing about reincarnation and all of this stuff. But I had this idea at some moment, like, yeah, but what would be if I would have to be born again and to repeat all of this, and then I
karma.
would spend, yeah, whatever. I did not know anything about these words because I had not this. This was just a very innocent thought at that moment. And then I thought, like, okay, then that's even if there would be a small probability, I would not do it. And then I became very fatalistic and very, yeah, intense and yeah, edgy and a little bit borderline. So like walking the extremes
The
and so
limits. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
because
Beautiful.
I thought, okay, I cannot do it.
Yeah,
So, but if life chooses to take me out, then that's okay.
yeah.
And this led to some very intense experiences because
Yes.
you challenge a lot of stuff, and it was kind of interesting in some way. Yeah, so, yeah, funny.
So
Yeah, and
in a way, you challenged life.
kind of, yeah, yeah. Like I thought, okay, if you take me out, then I'm out. So
So life,
and
here I am. You can
I'm
kill
not,
me.
I'm not guilty then. Yeah, for this. But the thing is that um, if you feel like you have not so much to lose at that moment, then you go into experiences which yeah you would not do maybe if you have kind of goals, or like if you want to achieve something, or if you feel like I felt not very attached to my family or so, yeah, like, and I felt very lonely or like alone in some way. And there wasn't, I had not the feeling that I mean something to anyone. And then you are very free in a lot of things, yeah,
You are all
because
one. You're not alone anymore.
yeah,
But there is just you, so to say. You are all one, and
yeah,
that's the freedom. And this is in
yeah,
a way allowing you to say, "Hey, life, if you won't take me, here I am,
yeah,
unfuckable."
yeah,
And this is
yeah,
amazing, girl. This is just amazing. Yeah, it's
yeah,
because the normal people would be so afraid to go beyond the boundaries, to even think about it. This would be scary. What if it would be so scary. And there is just this playing with mit den Grenzen, yeah? Like
yeah, yeah,
there is just this, it's amazing, it's amazing. And you see
yeah,
everything is possible. all every you see the characters how they're playing out so beautifully differently and uniquely, and this is everything is possible. Everything is possible.
Yeah. Yeah, and interestingly, it changed, or what, not interestingly, maybe consequently, it changed when I became a mother, because then there was something where I said, like, okay, now there is something I have to live for, and or that is worth to live for.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and that changed a lot, but I had always these little, I always like to explore the beyond the edges and all
Yeah,
these things.
yeah, but sweetheart, I guess it was here also to some extent the same thing. To some like I would say self-destruction, self-destructive thing, which is in a way you can only go like this if you don't give a shit. You cannot go self-destructive if you're afraid to harm yourself. It's
Yeah,
impossible, you know. You can only destruct yourself if you're, if you're really numb, so to say, you know. Or how can you go and kill yourself if there is still a passion, love, you know what I mean? It's
yeah,
impossible. You cannot go against life, so to say. And this is in a way amazing how it plays. And nothing
yeah,
right or wrong. I'm just seeing the perfection and no matter what. And
yeah. Yeah, it's a very, like, when I look back now or whatever, I feel like there's a lot of richness. Maybe not what
yes,
you consider as rich or so, but
yes.
it's very, yeah, I don't
Intensive.
know.
On the
Yeah,
edge. I call it on the edge. Like it's
yeah,
it's 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 uh it's full on. It's full on. It's like,
yeah,
yeah, I don't know how to put it.
yeah, and you are familiar with, the kind of the darkness or these abyss or whatever these things, they um, you're familiar with them, and at some point they don't drown you anymore. So, like, there is this, from Joseph Campbell, I think, the psychotic drowns in the same waters in which the mystic swims with delight. So, like, I always, this was something which stayed with me uh, till now. And yeah, I often felt like these kind of drowning in these darknesses, there were also like kind of mystical whatever experiences, because I think these,
It
of
is.
course, there are these extreme hates and these peak experiences, but going down, I think this is also something which, yeah, I don't know how to say it, very intense, and it's like when you learn to serve, or when life serves you through these whatever ways, then you don't, fear just stops. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, in some way, you're not afraid. And now when I experience fear now, it's more like, this neurotic fear, like, which I sometimes experience when it comes from trauma or like memory stuff, when I feel like, okay, this is this now, like, and you just let it go through your system, and then it goes. But this is neurotic, this is
Yeah.
not real. Yeah.
Yeah.
And but this fear of aliveness, or like fear, this is not there. And this is something, yeah, I don't know. And yeah, I
Existential fear, maybe you mean?
yeah, like fear of being alive or anything, like, like, not, yeah, maybe every fear is kind of neurotic in some way in the end. I have no idea. But yeah, but there might be a fear, like, when you are very cautious, or like you're, don't go into some areas because you fear that it's dangerous. So, like, I think it's natural to have fear of dangers.
Yeah, yeah.
There are these fears that are neurotic, that there is no
Yeah, yeah,
reason, but
yeah.
they
Fear
are,
is coming. Yeah, yeah, totally. Yeah. Yeah.
and yeah, and I think this is what kind of happens then, and I'm very, um, yeah, in some way, I'm very grateful for these
Beautiful,
kind
sweetheart.
of encounters with the demons and the darkness, and
Totally. Totally. Same here, by the way. There people are talking about the dark night of the soul, whatever this means. And I would definitely say that here were also kind of very hard and dark phases through a lot of years, sometimes more, sometimes less. And yeah, the idea that this should change or go or whatever it was there until it was not anymore.
Yeah.
It's what it is. And there is this easygoingness and this, like you said, gratefulness for just actually not knowing for what, you know?
Yeah, I think that it's also kind of, the completeness, because if you have the completeness and you have just one side, then it's not complete. So the completeness is this, the colors merging with each other and making this kind of, yeah,
Yeah.
painting. And so,
Yeah, in a
and
way, the whole thing is seen now.
yeah,
And it's not just like uh how was it called?
yeah,
Narrow-minded, like
yeah,
like with understanding you can also only see a small
yeah,
part of the picture. And
yeah,
when the understanding is not anymore there, or ideas, belief systems collapses, there's
yeah,
just whoo, okay.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, and when I think of like understanding this cognitively, you cannot understand because it's just, like in these boxes. But there is some kind of understanding that is not cognitive. This is like, I would say, I always say,
Energetic.
from the heart, so that you understand, that you have this feeling, this, you understand that even an apparently evil person, there is no evil in that. It's just like,
Yes.
it's happening. There is a dynamic, and no one chooses to be this or that. Yeah.
Yes.
And even
Beautiful.
if it seems like that, but even when you choose to do something evil, there is a dynamic that leads to that, and this is nothing you have in your control. So yeah, and yeah, and when you are become aware that everyone is hurt or vulnerable, yeah, everyone, yeah, that's what we share. We are like these beings that have vulnerability. We can be hurt and all of these things, and yeah, depending on how you deal with that, when you become hurt or you are, yeah, hurt, and so, and then the something evolves. Yeah, some people become very hard, others become whatever, depressed, very, feel
Yeah.
like victims,
Yeah.
and so, and this is like the colors that then are painted on.
Beautiful. Like it's the ocean, always the ocean, and the waves are waving in different shapes, and yeah, that's it. And this is in a way the characters plays out differently, very individually, and everything is like magic. It's amazing to see, and it cannot be like as it is. It's seen. It's seen. So in a
Yeah,
way, your judgment about the others is not playing anymore. You cannot. You
yeah,
cannot. And of course, there are preferences. Of course, you're not maybe going, to. It's natural, it just plays out very, very naturally, like the dance of life. No
yeah,
control, no control, absolute free fall. And yeah, um, we can also say surrender, but there is no one surrendering. It's too
yeah,
late. It's too late. Too late to give up. Too late. You're too late to let go. Too late to accept, because it's just always what it is.
yeah, yeah. It is
Beautiful.
already surrender.
Already, it's
It's
already,
how it is.
sweetheart. So beautiful. Garrett, sweetheart, do you want to add something to this?
No, I don't think so. No.
You agree with the alreadiness of what is?
Yes. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Cool. So,
That's point number
sweetheart.
one.
Huh?
That's point one. I've got that. What about the remaining points? I've
The
got that.
remaining part, sweetheart. So I would say we will finish the show for tonight. So beautiful. I thank you so much. Garrett, look forward to the chat tomorrow with you. And Zemo, thanks for sharing. I'm in love with stories and I totally get it, with like energetically, totally. And it's also like I said to you today, I was just like with a big smile on the face for no reason, just like stupid impulsive child. A lot of humor, a lot of relaxation in the body, and making up a story why. Of course, I can go and say to you why this felt so relaxed now, after having a hard week, maybe with a lot of things going on. But yeah, it doesn't matter, Here it's just like, okay, sometimes it's hard, sometimes it's easy going. So what? That's it. That's life. And yeah, it's simple. Beautiful. Okay, sweetheart. I wish you a good night. And Zimo,
So,
Garrett, love you, sweethearts. And see you next time. Bye bye.
yeah.
Bye bye. Bye.